Okay, now we're going to face you towards the camera, so get ready.
It's already
towards the phone.
Yeah.
All right.
Recording.
Oh, God.
It's recording.
Oh, it
Hi,
is?
guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Long time no talk.
Jeff, what are you doing? You freak.
What's up? I know, I just saw that. What are you doing?
All right. You've seen Jeff in our videos before. This is our friend Mikayla, a.k.a.
Speaking of FaceTime, Brittany, we still have to upload your FaceTime. If you're watching this video,
God,
we do apologize.
Yeah.
We recorded it on my sister's phone, and that's why we didn't get a chance
and it was
to upload
recorded
it yet.
the day of the finale. Sorry about that.
We will upload that. I don't
We
want you
will.
to think we forgot about you.
But this is Mikayla. Those of you on Instagram might know her as Grave Truth. And then you have Mr. Jeffrey Sewell.
Those of you on Instagram might know him as the pain
Jeff
in the ass.
Sewell, the pain in the ass.
Chef Sewell.
If he could flip his hair, he definitely would.
Yes,
I can't.
All right, now we're going to talk about the finale.
I don't understand why we're discussing the finale again.
We are discussing the finale. We are discussing different topics. We're just discussing everything. Our viewers have not seen a video in about 30 years, and they're waiting for one. So here you go. Don't worry, we will get that parody done at some point in the next...
It's already
I'm
written.
excited for that.
We already wrote it. It's already in the making. It's just coming up with the time to record it. I really could have. We could have done it tonight, but I wasn't thinking. I have a lot going on right now. I have a little nugget
Yes,
to
because
take care
you
of
just had
because
a
he's
So cute.
so cute. But
Sorry, Jeff, what did you say?
I said because she just had a baby, so that's why she has
They're aware of that. They know.
they know.
I know, but this is the first video post.
Okay.
Like this is like the first video when you're not pregnant anymore.
This is true.
Yes, Megan is not pregnant.
Megan is no longer pregnant. The baby came out. We're good.
The baby is Gonzo. He's sitting in my living room right now.
So, as far as everybody else, like, kinda, I mean, eventually I'll show them on this channel, but I kinda want to do it on mine and Jeremy's channel first.
Yep.
Because a couple people have been asking to, like, put them in a video and stuff like that. But I'm
Well,
gonna do that on...
it's not like nobody has seen him.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have seen him and stuff, but I kind of want to do that on Jeremy. Me and Jeremy are going to, hopefully within the next 2 days, record a delivery, like a labor and delivery story. And
Are
then
these
we'll
mine?
Show you. Possibly.
Why do I have these out here? That really pisses me off.
So, okay, finale discussion.
Yikes.
Go ahead, because I guess you guys are the ones that would like to discuss, and we're just here for commentary.
Alright.
Okay.
Do you want to start, Mikayla?
No, you can start.
Oh, okay.
You did it, Mikayla. You told him. Here we go.
Mikayla, don't expect to have any kind of words throughout this whole video now.
You have no airtime.
I'm
Let's
trying to bite my tongue because I have too much to say. Hello.
talk about.
I cringe every time I talk about it, but whatever.
Alright, I just want to get this aside. Okay. Okay. So I just want to get this aside. Like, I just want to say this first, like, 'cause obviously we'll go into other things to talk about. But there's something about this episode and about the explanation and the answer that bothered me that I literally have heard no one talk about it. It's like not, because it's not one of the bigger things, but like, I don't know if it's because like, if it's like an OCD thing, but like, it is bothering the crap out of this answer, okay? So, they're trying to say that like so when we were speculating that Allison is alive and like what happened to her on the night she disappeared, like they were leaning it up to believe, like us to believe that like Allison almost knew that she was gonna be gone, like prior to that night. Like the things she would say, like, oh yeah, like you can tell everyone when I'm dead. Like she would say little things like that. So then we found her body or whatever. So like when we knew that Allison was alive, but there was still another body in the grave, we were led to believe, okay, like, obviously someone set this up to make it look like Allison was actually dead when in fact she was not. So, basically what Marlene is trying to tell us is that it was just this crazy coincidence that Bethany Young snuck out that night in Allison's clothes, which, okay, like, I get she bought 2 sets of every clothes, Mrs. D. So she put on those clothes and she left. So it's just a coincidence that Allison that night got bashed over the head and then buried alive. And Bethany also got bashed in the head and buried alive, but they weren't, like, planned. Like, it was just a total coincidence that the same exact thing happened to both of them that night. Like, that is what we're supposed to believe.
True.
Am I wrong?
No. You're not wrong. It's
Thank
just
you.
one of those mini plot holes.
It's just stupid. That's what it is. No, because it makes no sense. So you're telling me it was just a coincidence that Allison and Bethany were both buried alive that night, both hit over the head without people checking their face?
Both buried in the same motherfucking spot. Somebody had enough time. Grunwald had enough time to dig Allie up before Bethany was put in there.
Like it.
And not only Bethany Young's body was also dug up and identified, like, with forensics as Allison DiLaurentiis.
Yeah.
Which we still don't have an answer to, because it would make sense maybe if A switched the dental records, how they were doing that storyline about how someone switched the dental records, but it wasn't A because Cece actually thought that Allison was dead.
And Cece supposedly didn't even become A until Mona
Exactly.
was in Bradley.
It just, none of it makes any sense.
Yeah, it's bothering that.
So, which makes you think that if,
bothering.
which makes you think that if Cece didn't become A until Mona was in Bradley and told her everything, and that's when she became, like, A whatever, well then, you would assume that Mona had to be under the assumption, because Mona was the other A, Mona would have had to have been under the assumption that Allie was actually alive, and that Bethany Young, she killed Bethany Young, but she didn't know that. You know what I mean? Like, none of it makes any sense.
She was never there.
None of it makes any
No,
sense.
She was never there.
In that moment in the episode.
In that moment, yeah.
That she,
Yeah, exactly.
but you knew that a body was found that night.
Yep.
So, like, you wanted to know when the body was found, that maybe it didn't hit Allison.
Yeah. None of it makes any sense.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Jeff, are you on your Wi-Fi?
I don't think Jeremy is.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
We'll find all this out in a minute.
Why? Can you not hear me?
We're good now. I put the Wi-Fi on. Sorry.
Okay, we're all on Wi-Fi now, because Mikayla's crystal clear, and she hasn't said anything yet, but you keep, like, jumping in and out. All right, Mikayla, it is your turn. You have the
Okay.
floor.
I want to say this first. It's not Cece who bothers me, because I could care less about Cece, to be honest.
That's what we said. It's all
It's
this
the
shit that doesn't
how
make sense.
And the why, and the plot holes, and the Marlene,
And the Marlene.
and the Marlene.
The Marlene.
This
A.K.A. Satan.
every single thing that. Okay, there's a fine line between clues in the show, and there's a fine line between, like, obvious, like, plain obvious.
Well,
And
we had somebody, really quick, I'm sorry. There was that video that went viral on how Cece made sense and blah, 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 and this and that.
Yeah, I saw that.
The only thing that stood out to me was the fact that, okay, yeah, the finale was similar to the ice ball thing. But it's not like the finale was similar to the ice ball thing. Like, it's not like we should have known that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how is that a clue?
Yeah, I didn't.
How is that a
not
fucking
really.
clue?
Like, if you play
Not-
it frame
not
by
at all,
frame,
and that's what
it's
people are
literally
saying.
the exact same scene.
Yeah, it is. It's the exact same scene. But I'm saying, though, how is that supposed to be a clue when
Yeah,
we
we're
just...
supposed to see that and be like, oh, that looks similar to that. Like, that's not something
Yeah, it doesn't
that's,
make any
like,
sense.
obvious.
Like, especially... Oh, Mikayla just went out. Especially considering we didn't... We saw it happen the week before the finale. Like, if we saw it happen, like, twice... and say that A was supposed to make an appearance in the episode and it was last season, then I could see it
Yeah.
being a clue. But
But they didn't touch on it at all.
no.
They don't touch on anything. That's the thing. We were supposed to be able...
supposed to know.
Yeah, this is the thing. We were supposed to be able to figure this all out, which, did anyone see that Marlene King posted on Instagram. She posted the picture of the person that supposedly had this from the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And said, everybody be nice to this person.
Okay.
Okay. I want to know how this person was able to just be able to figure everything out. How in the name of all that is holy did this person not only figure out that it was Cece, not only figure out that Cece was transgender, which at the time, Jeff, they were saying that they weren't going with that storyline.
Yeah, they said, I swear in my life they said it.
Megan knows they said it. Mikayla knows they said it. I know they said it. Jeff disagreed with me and Mikayla the other night.
They definitely said it.
They
were,
definitely
like,
said
arguing.
that. We were arguing about that.
They said it.
I'm not,
We were about to fight
I'm
him.
not saying I necessarily disagree. I'm just saying I did not see what you saw.
No, okay, and we get that, but that was said. So how did this person not only realize that it was Cece and slash
AKA
Charlotte,
Charles.
aka Charles, aka did all this stuff?
Charlotte.
Did this person know that there were going to be so many plot holes?
If it was not for, let me tell you something, because Gianna and I, we're not idiots, okay? When we watch the show, we're not idiots. We write our notes. We come up with theories.
I'm starting to think that we are the idiots because we looked into
Well,
it too
here's
much.
the thing. I also feel like if the only thing that got me, if it was not for Cece dating Jason, I think I would have looked at her as a suspect.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
exactly
But I mean,
it.
come on, how do you, like,
That's
really?
probably what she wanted.
But regardless, that's, I mean, that's just not, it's not right. Not even from a fan point of view where you should be coming up with theories. It's just not right in general. Like, who the hell would have thought that this bitch was dating her brother? And, you know what I mean?
And
Come on.
and to go into it like,
He knows he wanted me.
I mean,
how could you
look
not?
at me.
Like,
He was
Yeah,
very
like, look at me.
frustrated.
I'm so
Like,
pretty.
that's just, it's not
it's so
right.
dumb.
On any levels, that was not
and
right.
what's really pissing me off is she's sitting there saying, Marlene is saying, the story's not over. Well, the story should
Let's
have been
start with a
over.
clean slate.
That's the thing, though. We were promised that we
No
would have no
questions going into
questions
season
going into,
6.
into this. That's it. All your questions will be answered. Well, then that one would assume that this part of the story is over.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Exactly.
okay. What, Jeff?
Okay. This is also like, wouldn't you think that?
If you're gonna say something, Jeff, make sure you say it.
Answer those list of questions when she answered those lists of questions in an interview.
Those should have been touched on in an episode.
Exactly.
Just
What do you think?
stop.
Maybe instead of focusing on Talia in 5 weeks,
Exactly.
maybe you could answer that Will didn't kill Garrett.
It-
At least
Tell
give
me
us
about it,
that.
because then
give us something.
Talia's not even around.
What about the fact that, I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but we got it confirmed that Nate St. Germain killed Maya.
Okay.
Well, don't you think you could have confirmed that after the fucking episode aired? When people were speculating for 3 years if Maya was alive or not?
On that note, hold on. I'm starting another video. We'll be right back.